Okay, Lawrence, Newcastle United 1, Borussia Dortmund 0. God, we're getting absolutely drenched here. Oh, not the day of the day, but you know what? 1-0. Only a 1-0 defeat it was today.
I'm just really disappointed. We were thinking we were going to win this game. Like, we were clear favourites according to the bookies, like odds-on favourites. But, man, just not a night really. I mean, I'm just really frustrated.
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, they had a couple of chances which Pope saved as well. Gone had a couple of chances which were saved as well. I mean, they get the goal. Question, was it a foul on Gordon?
I don't know, I haven't seen the replay back. But by the way, can I say with the referee, he literally missed a clear back pass for the Dortmund towards the end. Not that it would have made a difference, but dear me, how much is he getting paid extra off Dortmund for that?
That looked like a back pass to me as well, I've got to say as well. But yeah, we'd second off, we tried to get back into it. We hit the bar a couple of times. We had a chance that was saved as well. But yeah, I mean, Trippier went down the box. Do you think that was a penalty?
Again, I'm going to need to see that back. But you think, well, should VAR not been checking all this? Because clearly it would have been in the stadium. It's Champions League game.
Unless they've steamed it as not enough, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Well, yes, I'd have thought VAR would have been more active tonight.
Hope, yeah, possibly could have. Yeah, so there you are. I mean, it was, Wolves on Saturday. Do you think we'll rectify that? We should do, like.
Well, against Wolves, it's going to be a tough game. They've started all right. I mean, I feel like we'll either draw 1-1 like we usually do down at Molineux, or we'll get the win down there.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it was good to see. Looks like I think that would have been Tonali last game of the day. It's great to see Willock back, but I'm worried about Isak picking up the injury.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to get a striker probably in the January. But the question is, who can we get in? Who's going to be happy to be like back up to Isak and Wilson? And obviously we'll be after a midfielder with Tonali getting the ban. But in terms of Willock come back, probably the only positive out of tonight, it feels like. He did okay when he came on, but you definitely need to match fitness, and I'm sure we'll see him again against Wolves, even if he's just on the bench. Potentially he might start against Man United in the Cup.
Yeah, I believe he will. Thank you. Richard, Newcastle United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. It wasn't our night tonight, but you know what? It was only 1-0. I suppose so I'm not really too disappointed with tonight.
I am disappointed with the result. I am. I think it was a disappointing night because I had expectations that would, get the result today. Because if we got the 3 points, it would have been a real booster to try and getting out of this group. But they call it the group of death. I totally get that. Borussia Dortmund, I mean, they're not the Dortmund that they used to be, but they've come up with a game plan today, and whatever it was, it's worked.
Yep.
We didn't have the energy today, and Dortmund started really well. They were creating some good chances, and from our own mistakes, Dan Burn was getting caught out at times. Just the lack of communication. I wasn't surprised, when Dortmund took the lead, because they had so many chances, and if you give them, a chance, they're going to score, and they've got the experience of this competition.
Yeah, but do you think it was a foul on Gordon before the build-up played to their goal?
I'm not going to nitpick about how the goal, come about. At the end of the day, the warning signs were there, and I can't take anything away from Dortmund for that first half, because they had so many chances, on target. One of them was about to fall for them. Whatever we were trying to do just wasn't coming off. Isak, going off with an injury was a big miss for us, because he looked a little bit lively, but it was just a case of could he followed that up if he'd stayed on the pitch, if he didn't get the injury. It's all ifs and buts. Wilson, he didn't really get the service today, but I think going into half time, 1-0, I think that kind of flatters us, because it probably should have been more.
It could have been. We had a few chances in the second half. We hit the bar a couple of times. Keeper made a good save in the second half as well. We tried to, but maybe just wasn't enough. Was it a penalty when Trippier went down?
Well, from my position, I'm not. I don't want to get drawn into it, because at the end of the day, you got to leave that to the officials. Obviously, they've said it's not a penalty, so I just got to kind of go along with it. But you know, if we got something tonight, you know, would it have been a just result? I wouldn't have said so. I think Dortmund, for me, they deserve the 3 points. I think, you know, we've been sort of taught a lesson that if you're sloppy in possession, if you don't do the basics right, you're going to get punished. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
And now that we haven't got the 3 points tonight, and with, you know, PSG winning and Borussia Dortmund getting the result, it's opened up the group tonight for them, and it means now that we've got to go to Dortmund and PSG and potentially get something before we play AC Milan in our last home game.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that was it. Do you think that was Tonali's last game?
I believe so. From the reports that I'm hearing, people are saying 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months.
Like 10 months.
That's what I've read. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens from there. But he'll be a big miss. I tell you, I'm surprised he didn't start the game. You know, you got to play.
I think he maybe could have.
But again, it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? And like I say, Dortmund, you know, they deserve the win tonight.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to. Well, Eddie will have to analyse it, and then we're just gonna have to go again on the weekend, and hopefully we can get something against Wolves. Obviously, I know they've had a good start and they've picked up some points, but we're just going to have to try and find the confidence from somewhere. Obviously, Murphy went off as well, so I hope both of them are all right.
Yeah, hopefully they are. The Isak, the one I'm really worried about. But it's great to see Willock back. He will need the extra minutes. But can we rectify that on Wolves on Saturday?
I'd like to hope we can. It won't be an easy game because the lads will be hurting after that. You know, they've lost at home.
But hopefully we should.
But, you know, we've had some big nights here, and hopefully we can just, you know, sort of erase it very quickly, train hard, and then get the results that we need, you know, against Wolves. Because we're doing quite well in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know, we can't forget we're sitting 5th in the league, and then we've got Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. So things are still looking good, and we're not doom and gloom in this Champions League. You know, we're doing all right. We just need to just forget about it very quickly and move on.
That's it. Thank you. Disappointed we didn't get the win tonight. But it was only 1-0. How do you feel after that?
Disappointed, a little bit deflated, particularly after PSG. Everyone was up for it, everyone was excited, but I think what people have to bear in mind, there was a lot going on inside and outside the club during the game. Inside the club, you got everything, question marks over Sandro Tonali and all that distracting us. Outside the game, you've got, as you can see, watching online, the storm around us that's still going on. It's literally stopped the trains. It's forced people out their neighbourhoods in Northumberland. I think from the minute we got there, the atmosphere for me wasn't anywhere close to what it was on PSG. And I think the fans for the next home game, maybe we could do a bit of a better. But I think, you know, when people are getting moved out their house, when the rain's like this, as soon as you arrive, I was sat in row CC and I was just rained on all game. It is quite hard to get that atmosphere up for it, but I felt Borussia outsung us and just outplayed us. But at the end of the day, we've had a Champions League winning team here, full of World Cup winners, and we've still held them to 1-0. And I thought the one goal that we did let in, just one little slip up, so not doom and gloom. Little bit deflated, but it's not the end of the world.
I know, yeah. I mean, do you think it was a foul on going before the build-up they got to the goal?
I could see it, but I'd have to go home and watch it on the replay. I don't think I could make any real analysis from where I was sat in the stands.
Well, that's it, yeah. Second half, a couple of other opportunities as well. We hit the bar a couple of times.
Oh, when Pope was up, it really felt like, just like when Longstaff just put it over against AC Milan, when it got tipped over, should I say. It was close to comfort, but that's what I think you have to bear in mind. I mean, Jacob Murphy went off in the 47th minute or something daft. Isaac, who'd had a full rest almost, went off in the 14th minute.
I'm worried about that one.
I'm worried about that one as well, and if so, we'll have to look at another striker come January. But we lost two of our talismans, best players. We're already missing Botman. Tonali has the question marks over him. That was going to be distracting him and everybody in the team. I think we had a lot of other things going on that sort of just took us a little bit away from tonight. But to lose 1-0 when all that's on your head, again, not the worst. Chin up, and let's beat Wolves on Saturday, eh?
Well, that's it, I suppose. There you are. Thank you very much.
Take care. Have a nice